Hi guys, Nizaar Kinsella here. I'm here at Stamford Bridge after a pretty exciting few pre-season friendlies. We've just seen Chelsea win 2-0 against Bayer Leverkusen on Friday. It was a very dominant win though. The scoreline doesn't reflect quite how dominant Chelsea were. And then this one a little bit more reflects the domination. Chelsea 4, AC Milan 1, just played out here. You can see the sun beating down on my face. So yeah, very warm and sort of humid conditions, but Chelsea are used to it after the Club World Cup, and they've just come here and blown away AC Milan. I just wanted to sort of do this video in 3 sections, so you're going to get a bit of a review of the friendlies, then I'm going to talk about what's next in the transfer market. I'm sure you'll be really into that, and then a bit of a look at Jorel Hato a bit further on. So yeah, I'll get right to it. So Chelsea winning 2-0 on Friday. I was there as well, and it was goals for Estevao Willian and João Pedro. Estevao Willian, it was really his day, his game. There was loads of debuts at Stamford Bridge. I could go through them here. Jamie Gittins, Jorel Hato, Andre Santos had never played at Stamford Bridge. You had João Pedro, Liam Delap and Dario Asugo all in, but it was Estevao Willian, the 18-year-old wonder kid, Brazilian wonder kid, signed from Palmeiras in his first game for Chelsea. Just dazzling, just so clean technically. He came on here as well, and again against AC Milan, very good technically, but it was his day. He scored in the 18th minute, and okay, it was an easy chance, but the way he took it was just so proficient, so technically good. Just slotted it in, first time volley after Cole Palmer had hit the bar. But it wasn't just that, it was actually the way he was linking up with Palmer most of all that would probably excite people. Just pure entertainment, flair, skill, great shooting, great passing, just everything you've heard he did it in a Chelsea shirt. So yeah, of course, I think he's probably going to end up, and I'll talk about it a bit more, on the bench for the first few games, but he'll get on and he'll make a huge impact. He's going to be a great player for Chelsea, I'm sure. And at 18, just how good can he become? It's only the start of his career and he looks absolutely brilliant already. João Pedro scored as well late on in that game. There's a few other good performers. I thought Andre Santos was really good. I thought, and I'm not just going to focus on new signings, I thought Tyreek George was very good. I thought, obviously, Caicedo good. Dario Asugo was very good as well as a new signing. And Josh Achimpong as well. So a lot of the players have been, it was pretty flawless. Nobody was below a 7 out of 10. And Chelsea went a bit weaker against Leverkusen and dominated. Then they went full strength against AC Milan. And this is the team that I think will play or start the first game against Crystal Palace next week. So it'll be Robert Sanchez in goal, Reece James at right back. Now, they've got this defensive problem because Levi Colwell's had an ACL injury. We've not talked about it on the channel yet. He'll obviously be out for most of the season. I'll talk a bit more about that later, but they started against AC Milan with Tosin and Chalobah. Chalobah was the left centre-back as the centre-backs. So Chalobah in place of Colwill, and then Cucurella left-back. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo in midfield, double pivot. Lavia still injured. And then in attack, it was Neto off the right, Palmer in number 10, Gittins on the left wing, who was very good. I didn't really see much of him in the first game. He was a substitute against Leverkusen, but very, very good against AC Milan. He started and did well, played the full game pretty much. And then, up front was João Pedro, just so good. And Chelsea were dominant, battered them, AC Milan with 11 men and then with 10. So Corbis got an own goal, nightmare game from him. João Pedro scored the second, a great header, and then Corbis himself was sent off. Chelsea played against 10 men for 60 minutes or so. Delap getting 2 more goals, Chelsea were. Delap came off the bench, by the way, and got 2 goals, a penalty, and a great finish with his right foot. Great assist from Andre Santos, who's done well. So yeah, Chelsea have had a real positive time of it here in these friendlies, and what I would say is, loads of good performers again. Trying to pick some out, but João Pedro just looks amazing. Palmer, obviously, Caicedo. The big boys have been very good in these friendlies as well. Can't really fault anyone, and I'd like to, because it gives a bit of balance to things, but can't. But what it does also say is that Chelsea, they didn't have long to prepare for these friendlies, and they've come out of it from the Club World Cup. A lot of people were going to say, yeah, you've won the Club World Cup, you're world champions, but is it going to hurt you next season? Are you going to start poorly? But on the evidence of these friendlies, no, is the answer. Now, they're just friendlies. Things went in Chelsea's favour. They were at Stamford Bridge. They lifted 2 random trophies, the Visit Malta trophies as well, and then showed off. And I'll send you the videos. They showed off as well the Club World Cup and Conference League trophies. A nice touch for the fans. But yeah, very much no Club World Cup hangover, and they've had less than a week to train for these friendlies, and it'll be less than 2 weeks to train for Crystal Palace. That just about sums up the friendlies. Now I'm moving on to transfers. Who do I think Chelsea will sign? There's less than a month to go now, 3 weeks I think, until the transfer window slams shut. It never closes shut, it always slams shut, and that is just the language we use for some reason. Anyway, Garnacho and Simon seem to be the two that Chelsea are working on and that can happen. I think there's a good chance. For some reason, I think there's more chance of Garnacho. I just feel like there's more need there. Chelsea are kind of in control of the situation a bit more, whereas Simon's, is that going to happen? Is it going to work out? For Chelsea to do these 2 deals, so Garnacho from Manchester United, they want to sell him. He's not even training with the squad. He's not going to be involved in their first match against Arsenal, I wouldn't think, come next week. I think that one's going to be easier to do, but it's just a case of a club-to-club agreement. Now they have made contact between the clubs, and Chelsea's interest is well known. Whereas Simon's, like, Leipzig want a decent fee. Is that going to happen? Let's see. And both deals kind of depend on sales. So what I didn't touch upon in these friendly matches is 2 players were missing. Nicholas Jackson, probably most interestingly of all, having potential interest there from Newcastle, who've missed out on Benjamin Sesko. He's gone to Manchester United, and they might come in for him. And we've also, seen that Christopher Nkunku wasn't involved. Now, we are told that he does actually have a slight knock, so he missed the friendlies because of the knock, but he does have a transfer question mark hanging over him. So if those 2 go, very much gives a chance to Chelsea to fit in more attackers. Now, looking at Chelsea play, you don't feel like they even need more attackers, even with those 2 gone. But Chelsea want a very stocked attack next season. So it's a luxury. I think they're luxury signings, these last 2. I don't think they're necessarily needed, but it's a luxury Chelsea want. They want to be a great team, and having more is always better than having less, isn't it? So certainly that's Chelsea's kind of strategy. Now, to complete the transfer picture, a lot of people ask me, but what about centre-back? Levi Colwell's out for the season. Now, Chelsea do feel well stocked at centre-back, even with Colwell out. And the reason is that Badiashile and Achimpong are both chomping at the bit to be pushed. And Chelsea absolutely love Achimpong. He's only an academy player, but he's 19 now. It's probably time that he gets first-team football somewhere, and clubs are interested in him. So it's either play him or let him go kind of territory now. We're getting to that sort of territory with him. And Chelsea are leaning towards, let's play him, let's use him. He played left centre-back here today. He played it in both games. He was excellent, especially in the first game because he played more minutes. Now, he could even play against Palace. He could even start because Chalobah came off. I think Chalobah will be okay, but he came off. So that's the picture on transfers. That's as much as I know so far. Now people ask even more questions and they'll say, do Chelsea need a goalkeeper, all this? But Chelsea keeping faith in their goalkeepers, Sanchez and Jorgensen. I mean, we saw Mike Maignan, one of the players they dabbled with maybe getting, but he didn't play that well here at Stamford Bridge, I must be honest. So that's sort of the picture at Chelsea. I mean, 2 more in, it's already a great summer, and you're adding 2 more in, it could be an unbelievable summer. And they're looking great on the pitch, and for the first time in years, I would say, everything's looking brilliant and great for Chelsea, and there doesn't seem much unrest or problems. So, yeah, I think, and I point you to my other work. I've written an article about, is it time to give Chelsea credit and all this? Maybe it is time to give Chelsea some credit. So, yeah, it's looking good at the start of the season. Now, maybe I'm talking to you in a few weeks and we're talking a very different conversation, but right now, it's all very good. Now, I think that's pretty much it from me today, but I wanted to sort of get this across to you fresh from the stadium, so here we are. All the best. Cheers. Bye.